All right.
Thank you.
We're speaking to
Butch Stouff.
Butch Stouff. Okay, Butch, you have quite a history of storming the Lambeau Field and going after items like the goalposts.
Yes, I do.
Now, you were at the Ice Bowl game in '67?
Yes, sir, I was.
But you're also there in '61, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Tell me, what's that little thing you got there?
This is my my little toy that I got from the stadium after the '61 championship against the New York Giants.
All right. Tell me that story first.
Well, when we beat them, we all went down. We tore down the goalpost, and we took the goalpost and hauled it behind Dave Parrott's car from Parrott Mobile Homes.
Yep.
And we dragged it all the way down to Three Corners behind his car. And we got down there. We got into Donnybrook because we wanted to go back downtown and taunt the Giants where they were at the Northern Hotel. And so we got in a big Donnybrook. There was everything's flying and fist fighting the whole thing. So we decided, Jim Christensen and Steve LeMay and I says, let's get out of here. And they were going to take it to Parrott Mobile Home and cut it up with a torch. Well, we went home with my '51 Chevy and we got my dad's hacksaw and 2 blades, and we went out to the stadium around 8 o'clock, and the stadium lights were on just in the press box, and just barely illuminating the field. We climbed the fence and down the stands, climbed the fence, got on the field, and we went down to the goalpost, a 9-footer sticking out of the ground.
8 o'clock at night?
8 o'clock at night. And we started hacking at the ground level with the hacksaw, and when it started squeaking, we kept spitting on the blade so that it wouldn't squeak. We didn't want somebody to hear us up there. And we took the 9-footer and we put it through, diagonally through the car, through the passenger side front seat and out the back window. And we hauled it home. I don't know how we did that without hitting a car with it, but we took it to my father's house and we cut it up in 3 3-foot pieces, and here we are.
All right. So that was '61. I'm talking about '67, the Ice Bowl.
Okay.
After you had all this initial training.
Oh, yes.
All right. So '67 comes along and you're sitting there. You have season tickets?
No, we did not at that time.
Okay.
I had acquired tickets, and I was dating my wife at that point in 1967, and I took her brother Ron Umentum to the game with me, and we were about 10 rows up behind the south goalpost.
Yep.
And we watched Bart Starr crash right into the end zone right down in front of us. And after everything, when the game was finally over, we all rushed the field and climbed up on a goalpost and we started tearing that one down.
Now listen, you ended up in some magazine, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
You got a picture? Let me take a look at that thing. What's the name of that book?
Magnificent Seven.
All right.
Fantastic book.
All right. So you're actually in there.
Yes.
Let me see that picture of you in there.
Okay.
That's your proof that you were there, right?
Yes, I was.
And you were how old when you did this?
25 years old.
All right. Let's take that thing. We're going to kind of zoom into that thing.
Okay.
Just hang it right there. Oh, there you are in all your glory.
Yes, I was.
Hanging on the top. Now, why was it important to get up on that goalpost? What was?
Well, you needed the initial weight to get the weight transfer, so you could start getting it to bend. And when you get one edge down towards the ground, everybody can grab a hold, and then they snap off at the 9-foot mark.
Now, you did this in '61, right?
Yes.
So you developed the technique in '61.
Yes.
So
I was going to teach school even.
Now, tell me, who's this other guy? You were involved in another. Who's this Whip guy?
Ray Whip. He owned the Ray Whip's bar, and he changed it to the Goalpost Inn in 1961 when we dragged that goalpost out to his bar on a flatbed truck, and then he erected it out there, and then '67 got planted over the next doorway going.
So you helped with that too then?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Any other later ones in Milwaukee or anything like that?
No, I never went to a Milwaukee game.
Did Whip go to Milwaukee though?
He used to take charters down there, the bus, and they would take down the old black and white stripe pipe goalpost. I don't know how, God knows how they got out of the stadium with them, and they'd slide them inside the bus and lay them on the aisle. Yes, and then they would take it down. They took them down to the stadium and walked through the dressing room, and all the Packer players from the Lombardi era signed on the white line, on the white band of the black and white stripe.
Yeah.
And Ray had those hanging from the ceiling in his bar.
Okay.
And I don't know where they went since.
The goalpost in, right?
Yes, the goalpost.
Still a good. Okay. Well, good. That's a good story. Did you drink any beer that day?
Yes, I did. It was a little difficult. Of course, everybody brought their own in then, but we can't do now. You can, but you get caught. It's pretty.
How did you keep the beer cold, or was it another problem that day?
Well, as soon as you pop the beer open, the foam would stick up and it would freeze right there. So I would take the beers and put them under my armpits and inside my jacket to warm them up so I could open them and drink them.
So you had to warm the beer up.
Yes.
Instead of freezing the beer.
Yes, we did.
All right.
I think whiskey even would have froze that day.
Did you have a good time at the game?
Oh, we sure did.
All right. Thank you very much for your story, Ron. Butch, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Once again. Thank you very much for your story, Butch.
You're very welcome.